Hello everyone, Miss Meek here, and today we are going to talk about rectangles and squares, and not just anything about rectangles and squares, but we are going to be talking about the area of rectangles and squares. We'll be talking about the formula, how to use it, how to label all of your different pieces on your shape, and also how to find maybe a missing dimension, a missing side length or something if they give you the area and have you work backwards. So let's go ahead and jump in. This is a rectangle. I know it's a rectangle because of a couple of things. Rectangles, one, have four sides. They also have right angles in every corner, so they have four right angles. The top sides, those are called the bases. The bases are congruent. That means that they are the same length. Okay, they have congruent bases. And then these here are called the height. Those two sides on this side there are called the height. And they are also congruent. So again, you have congruent sides. You have congruent bases here. So again, this is called the base. This is called the height. And they are going to be the same. So it's a four-sided figure that has right angles, and it has two pairs of congruent sides. So the area formula for this, you may have heard it differently. So in fifth grade and in younger grades, your area formula is usually area equals the length times width. Now you may have noticed I didn't label anything on this shape length times width. I didn't do it. Okay, because here in sixth grade, we start to change the words up a little bit, okay? Instead of having the length, we have the base. So instead of having the length, we have the base. And what we're going to do with that base is we are going to be multiplying it not times the width, but the height. So here in sixth grade, our area formula is base times height. Or another way that we can write that is area equals BH. So that's base times height. And as you can see in my picture there, I labeled the base and I labeled the height. So let's go ahead, jump in. We're going to label this on our pictures. We're going to solve for the area. So here we go. On number one here, my base is this 14 right here. My height is going to be this 5 inches. So in my area formula, A equals BH. My area is going to equal the base, which is 14, times the height, which in this is 5. So I am solving for the area, and I have to do 14 times 5. So what is 14 times 5? That is going to be 70. Now, notice your units. Your units are inches. When we multiply inches times inches, our units end up being inches to the second power. That's inches squared. So area has a unit that is squared, all right, because you're multiplying two units together. So our area here is 70 inches squared. Let's take a look at number 2. Now, this time they have my base written up here. So again, your base is the top or the bottom there. So just make sure you don't get tricked by that. And then on the side here, they gave us our height. All right, so again, write your area formula. We're going to be learning the area of a lot of different shapes, so get into the habit of writing your area formula down. So area equals base times height. For this problem, that means the area is going to equal 11, which is our base, times 3, which is our height. And so area is going to be 11 times 3, which is 33. Take a look at your units. It's inch times inch, so that's going to be inches to the second power, inches squared. Now, something else that they may ask you about is what happens if they give you the area and they're like, find the missing dimension. So in this problem here, they have given me the area. That's what this is right here. This is the area. And I see that they've given me the height. So what am I missing? Yeah, I'm missing my base. I have no idea what it is. So when I go to plug this into my formula, area equals base times height, I have the area. It's 144. I don't have the base. I don't know what the base is, so I'll leave B there. But I do have the height. Now, this gives us an equation that we can solve. This is giving us, like I said, an equation that I know how to solve. Let's rewrite it. Maybe this will be a little bit easier for you to see. 3 times B, or B times 3, is just 3B. So now think about it. Can you solve that? Yeah, all we have to do is we just have to divide this 3 on both sides to get that 3 to go away and leave B all by itself. And then 3 goes into 144. Let's do that work over here. That's going to be 4 times. And 8. So B, the base here, is 48 inches. Now notice in my answer, I did not write inches squared because only area is inch times inch. This is just one of the side links, so it's just regular inches. So you must be able to find the area, but you also have to be able to find a missing dimension if they give you the area. And in this case, the missing dimension was the base. Now we have a second shape that we're going to talk about here real quick, and that is a square. What's really special about a square is, again, it has 4 right angles. It's a 4-sided figure. And the big thing about a square is that every single side of the square is the same. It is a congruent figure all the way around. So it has 4 congruent sides. So what that means is that when we go to find area of a square, we can do base times height, but the base and the height are going to be the same. So when we find the area of the square, they usually just say side times side. And the other way you can write that abbreviated is area equals side to the second power, side times side. So when they give us a side, okay, and again, these are the sides. This is a side, this is a side, this is a side, and this is a side. So if they give us one of the sides, all we know is just multiply that together, like that side times the side again, and we'll have the area. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at an example of that. So here it says find the area. These are squares, so we have 6 centimeters. Our area formula is A equals S to the second power. All right, this is our side right here. So that when I plug that number in my area formula, that's going to be 6 to the second power. Again, that means 6 times 6. Well, what is 6 times 6? That is 36. So this is 36. And then check your units. It's in centimeters. So centimeters to the second power, because that's 6 centimeters times 6 centimeters. So that's going to be squared. Again, our area units are squared. We can have decimals with these. We can also have fractions with these. Again, they gave me the side right here. So area is going to equal S to the second power. Area is going to equal that side, 1.4, and it's going to be, again, to the second power, which means that we're doing 1.4 times 1.4. So we are multiplying those 2 decimals together. I do not know what that is off the top of my head, so I'm going to do some scratch work up here at the top of the screen. Multiply that out. That's 5. All right, 0, 4, 1. Add these together, and then don't forget to go back and count your decimal places. I have 1 here and 1 here for a grand total of 2. So 1, 2. And so my area is going to equal 1 and 96 hundredths, and that is meters, again, to the second power. Area units are squared. All right, guys, so that is how you find the area of rectangles and the areas of squares, how to label the shapes, how to plug the numbers into the formula, and also how to find missing dimensions when they give you the area. I hope that cleared up any confusion. I'll talk to you later. Bye.